we started.
Action.
Action.
Okay.
Hi.
BJD fans. We're starting. We're good. My name is Amanda, and this is my first BJD video. So it's going to be an introduction video for myself and my dolls. And my wife, Ashanta, who you just heard, is helping me videotape. So you'll probably meet her at some point in time. And yes, she will, even though she's shaking her head in the background. So I found out about the BJD hobby about 2 years ago from a friend of mine who was telling me about these beautiful dolls and was thinking about making one, and showed me some pictures, and I just fell in love with them. And I started to research and look at videos on how to make them and what they were and everything. And bought a bunch of stuff, tried a few times and failed. But then over this past summer, I started using Ladal air dry stone clay, and I found that it worked really well for me, and I was able to make my first ball jointed doll, which is this one right here. And Vincent. This is Vincent, and he is an SD size. He wears standard SD size clothes and shoes, and I made the little hat for him. And he wears 8, 9 size wig. Yeah, so he's made out of the Ladal air dry stone clay, and which is then sealed with modeling paste and gesso, which I sand and then paint. And here he is. So this is Vincent, my first doll, and quite a handsome little fellow. And see if I can get him to sit again. Alright. And then after him, I decided to make a smaller doll, so I made my little friend here, which is Simon, and he is 1/6 scale, the OSD size. He's about 10 inches, and you can see his joints there. He's posable and strung. He's made of the same material. He's made of the Ladal air dry stone clay. So he wears USD size clothing. This is actually, though, a little sweater that I found. It was a Christmas ornament, and I turned it into a little outfit for him. And I wanted him to be Christmassy. So here he is. So this is Simon, and I made the little hat for him. And this is another doll that I made. This one is actually going to be a present for my cousin, and she's also USD size. And she's got her little bloomers and her little hands, and she's adorable. I can't wait to give it to my cousin. She's going to be super excited for her Christmas present. So she's just here visiting until she goes to her new home. And then recently, I finally got my first actual resin ball jointed doll, and I'm very excited about, because I want to be able to do different face-ups and tattoos. I see all the cool things that people do in videos, and as much as I love the dolls that I made, once you do them, you can't really do too much after that. So I wanted to get a resin doll so that I could do a lot more with it. So this is my first resin ball jointed doll, and this is a Miro doll Orlando, and he's 60 centimeters, and he's looking a little bit like an orphan now because his clothes haven't come in, and his feet are a little too big for the shoes that I have that Vincent wears. I thought they could share shoes, but he is 9 centimeter feet, and Vincent wears shoes that fit 8.5 centimeter feet. So he has no shoes. And he has no clothes because his clothes haven't come in, so he's a little bit of an orphan there. And but I did make him his wig, which I do actually really like. It's made out of yarn. It was my first try at making a yarn wig. I posted some pictures on Instagram. I'll put a link to my Instagram. And but I think it came out pretty good. I like the different colors and the textures. I didn't smooth it out too much. I like the little waviness of it. So he doesn't have a name yet. I'm still working on his character, and that's something that I'm gonna have fun developing, and see what kind of name comes to me for him, and how he develops. I want to do his face up once I figure out the right matte varnish for sealing his face, and I want to do some tattooing on his body and do some body blushing. But this is my first doll, so my first resin doll. So I'm very excited to see how he develops, and I'll definitely be posting videos on that as it goes on. And then this one is my second resin doll. I wasn't actually anticipating buying another one so soon, but I found him on eBay, and somebody was selling him because he has a tiny little chip on his foot. You can't see it because of the shoes, but he's also a mirror doll. He's a mirror doll William, and he came with a factory face up. So I didn't do the face up on him. He came with a face up, but I did have the wig, and he's wearing some of Vincent's clothes, and he does actually fit everything. That's why he's a little bit better dressed than my poor doll over here. I made the little sweater for him, the sweater vest and a little hat to make him look a little Christmassy for the holidays. And I'm also gonna do some work on him as far as maybe changing his face up or adding to it and doing some tattoos, and just seeing how his character develops and what name comes to me for him and what attributes and things like that. So stay tuned for that as well. But yeah, so this is my crew so far. Some of you have been doing the end of the year tag, but since this is so new for me, I'm doing the introduction tag. But this is who I have right now. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to making more videos. I did want to give a shout out to a few of the people that I watch and enjoy and who have inspired me in the hobby. Kohaku Creations, Sarah, Pine Size Palace, Freak Faces, Pignonnois Ice Cream Bar. She has a lot of good tutorials on wig making, and Libby, Libacious One, Shelby, and so many other really awesome people who've made me want to try my hand at this hobby and making videos. So I look forward to seeing you again in my next video. Bye.
Bye.